Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching. Today we're going to talk about how to be an unbothered queen and how to command respect with just your presence and dealing with rudeness, because people can be extremely rude, and how to really not care, being unbothered. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, elegance, and old Hollywood glamour, also seduction, and anything to level up. Anything that can make you feel like a queen, a goddess, and truly level up in life. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below. Also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Hartstyle. So how to be unbothered and how to not care about what people think about you. Because if we're trying to level up and trying to be the best version of ourselves, trying to be more feminine, you're going to have people that are going to be jealous of you. So you're going to have people that are going to be critical. People's opinion about you shouldn't really matter. People are mostly jealous about you. So let them be. I'll be on my throne, thriving, enjoying my best life, and you can be jealous, darling. That's fine. So most of the time people criticize the perception they have of you. They don't even know you. Why would I be offended by people that don't even know me? They have a perception of me. They don't know me fully. Even the people that know you, they don't 100% know you just like you do. You know who you are inside, you know you're a nice person. They don't criticize the real you, they criticize the perception they have of you. Especially it has to do also with their experiences. So for example, you have someone that would immediately react at something, but that's because they had an experience, a bad experience about that. So for example, if I'm saying that I want a man that can provide to my friends, and they would maybe have a bad experience with the man that was providing, but that was also controlling, more on the dangerous side and more on the predator side rather than just provider, masculine and nice, he was to the extreme. They would just associate that with their experiences. Then they would be critical towards that because that's reminding them of their experience and that's all they know. So they are criticizing their perception of you with their mindset, their experiences, their values that they have, their different point of view. So if they see something, it truly doesn't matter because you know who you are. Like some people would say on my video, you're too dressed up, you're too seductive. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And that's the confidence that is speaking. You have to have your confidence speaking of like owning who you are.
Oh, come on, she could use a nap. It must be exhausting trying to be me.
This person is probably feeling insecure, but like it is not my problem. I'm just living my life. I'm just enjoying my life. I dress however I want. I want to dress in a ball gown every day. I can dress in a ball gown every day. I want to dress like Marilyn Monroe. I dress like Marilyn Monroe. It's a democracy. We're allowed to dress however we want. We're allowed to think however we want. And we're allowed to do whatever we want. Most of the time I see that people want to control you. Have you seen that people are very controlling? It's like they want you to think exactly like them. Why is this person so interested in what I think in my life, but some people want to impose their opinion on you? You have to really be strict on that, have boundaries, and let the people go. Also, most of those people that are criticizing you are not on your level, ladies. Why would I care and listen to people that are doing less than me? People that are successful in life are not on the internet trying to criticize you. They're not also your colleague trying to criticize you or trying to say that what you're doing is wrong. The people that are successful in life focus on themselves. They focus on what they accomplished. They focus on their relationship with other people, on their business. They focus on their hobbies, their families, on themselves. People that are like this, that are jealous, that are bitter, it's because they feel bad in their life. They feel like their life is so miserable, and they compare themselves to you, and they feel like, oh my god, she has such an amazing life. I need to just put her down so that she's on my level, because she can't be above me. So if you're not on the same level as me, I'm not gonna listen to you. That's how you should think, ladies. Don't listen to people that are doing less than you.
I know you may find this hard to believe, but not everyone wants to go to Yale because not everyone wants to be Blair Waldorf.
Not everyone can be.
For example, at work, don't listen to people that would give you suggestions that are not even asked for. If you're not on my level, I don't care about your unsolicited feedback. A lot of people think that their unsolicited feedback is like what we're asking for. But nowadays with social media, everyone can have a voice. Everyone can leave a comment. Everyone can speak. People are becoming rude. And people just say, oh, you know, you should do that. You should do that. There's no you should. No. There is, I do what I want. You do what you want.
That's what I told Val, and that's what you're going to tell me.
Making me deceive my husband.
I'm not going to do anything.
I've got some news for you, Johnny. I'm going to do exactly what I please when I please.
Now, if you ask for that opinion, that's another thing. But ask it to the people that you trust, the people that have good intention towards you. It is the kind of nice feedback. Oh, you know, I care about you, I'm worried. By the way, I have a video on how to deal with passive-aggressive behavior in an elegant way, in case you want to see. Those people should not tell you how to live your life, because do you want to live their life? For example, if someone said to you, oh, you should dress this way, but do you want to dress like her? A good role model typically would not give you unsolicited advice. For me, I love fashion, I'm a fashion stylist, but I would never give advice on someone that didn't even ask for it. I'm not going to just lose my time telling each people how they should live their life. You can be unbothered, you can be cool, take everything with humor. It's not worth it. Those people are not worth it. It's not worth your precious time, your precious energy.
Really? Would you like to know whether I enjoyed it?
Don't let those people get on your nerves.
Really? You don't say so.
That costs energy. It's like money. Think your energy is like money, and then every time someone gets angry at you, it's like you're losing money. So don't get angry. Ignore them, because otherwise you just give them what they want. They want to make you angry. They want your attention. So people can have a different opinion. You have to accept that people have a different opinion than you. You don't have to take the bait for any conversation. Okay, it's not because you think a certain way and the other person in front of you is thinking the opposite, and you absolutely think that this person is wrong, and then you have to convince them of like, oh my god, she's so wrong, I have to explain this to her. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to explain this to everybody. Not everybody have to have access to your thoughts and debate and your arguments and all of that. You know, sometimes it's a bit useless, and you know, sometimes it can also ruin a relationship. So make sure you don't debate about everything with everybody. Make sure you're more unbothered. It is okay to not take a political debate because your aunt is talking about, I don't know, a subject that really matters to you. It's okay to just ignore it. Most of the time, you give your energy to people that also are very passionate about the subject, and then it starts in a fight. So you have to let go of the desire to control the perception that people have of you, because you cannot control it. You cannot make people love you. You cannot make people think a certain way of you. You cannot control minds. Okay, we don't have superpower over here. At the end of the day, people have their own opinion. People think the way they think, and that's it.
At this point, I would think you are probably the only person that I can't teach anything to.
Really?
If you're just sure about yourself and who you are, and you know who you are, and you don't care if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. Being confident is not about controlling the perception that people have of you. It's about embracing who you are even if they don't like you. Look your best, look polished, elegant, sexy, feminine, be the best version of yourself. It gives you confidence. The exterior can really reflect and can really have an impact on what's inside. So when you look your best, you feel your best. I think it was one of my lovely subscribers that said, she said that she wanted to practice on my video on body language and how to look seductive with body language. I'm going to link it below in case you haven't seen it. And so she wanted to practice that when she was all dressed up and all dolled up, like she was feeling so much better just in front of her mirror, and she was practicing all of those, you know, body language. It gives you more confidence. Also, being polished and looking elegant command respect. It keeps people at a certain distance. When you have a more elegant body language, elegant way of speaking, elegant way of dressing, it gives them a reaction of being immediately more proper with you. It's crazy. Have you noticed that when you are dressed in a certain way, people will treat you a certain way? When you are dressed in a more, you're just more casual, people will treat you in another way. Rather than if you're in heels, you have a beautiful dress and you're walking like a queen, men will open the door for you. Men will treat you a certain way. It is what it is. It's just people have a perception of you and then they change their behavior based on that. When you act in an elegant way, it does the same. People try to mimic you in a way. They want to have your approbation, so they will act more elegant in return with you. When you have good manners, it goes directly into the deep desire of people to be accepted socially. So when you show good manners, it kind of reminds them that they don't have good manners. So they're gonna adjust their behavior. She has such good manners, I need to have good manners also as well in return. Unless you have someone that is completely uneducated in front of you, that really truly don't care. But most people that are at least educated will adjust their behavior. So when it's about people being directly rude at you, you can call the disrespect. If it's truly something that you feel like you have to respond, you have to call the disrespect one time and one time only, without getting angry. So normally the people would be sorry and adjust their behavior. And if they continue, and if they want to start a fight, and if they want to make you angry, or if they play the victim, what you do is you disengage with the conversation. So even if they're like, oh, but like that wasn't my fault and all of that, you at least mention that it was disrespectful and that you don't tolerate that. And in that case, if they continue, blah, 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 you just disengage with the conversation calmly, elegantly. And then in that case, you step away from that person. You have to admit also that you are not perfect. You have to keep that in mind. And it's sometimes hard for me because I'm such a perfectionist, but you're not perfect. You're a human being. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna have outfits that are not looking good. That's fine. Accept that you're not perfect. You will see the world in a different way. You will not have that much of like, I need to be perfect to please people. You will have a more unbothered kind of way of seeing things. The more I see that nobody is perfect, the more I see that people do mistakes, even the most successful people, you are just like everybody else. You're just trying to figure it out and do your best. Embrace your imperfection. Be okay with your imperfections. That's what makes you unique. You know, you have imperfections and you can even laugh about it. That's what I'm doing. Like, it's something also that makes you extremely charismatic and makes you appear very confident is when you can laugh about yourself. Now, when someone is making fun of you in like a funny way, I mean only for friends, and then you tap on the jokes and you continue the joke. When you embrace your imperfections, you're okay with who you are. People will say, well, you have this, you have that, and you're like, yeah, and when you have this attitude of yeah, and it's just they have no power over you. You embrace everything that makes you you. What really matters at the end of the day, it's not what they think, it's what you think about yourself. You know, by embracing situations that are maybe awkward in a silly way, you're just making fun of it, you're just like, oh, okay. and you take the high road of the positive mindset. You know, those kind of people, they're always positive, always funny. That's why we're attracted to funny people, because they tend to take everything with humor. They tend to be more confident, and they tend to not really care about what people think because they can laugh about themselves. You show in that way that you can be separate from the persona that is being teased and yourself. Obviously that's just a joke, so you should not get offended that easily. Actually, the people that are getting offended really easily are the people that have the lowest self-esteem, because if you really truly know who you are and you don't care about what people think, you're truly unbothered, then you're not offended by anything. Have you noticed certain people are not offended by anything? You can just say whatever you want to them and they don't care. They can be insulted by someone, they can be like, wow, wow, whatever. This person doesn't matter anyway. You don't need to immediately defend yourself from personal attacks. You know, when you defend yourself immediately, it shows insecurities. You don't have to be heavily invested in what people think of you. I think at the end of the day, it's a question of protecting your ego. Let the people be clowns. You know, when they talk and they insult you and they just continue and they just continue, they appear like clowns. You don't say anything, they appear like clowns. You stay unbothered, you stay like quiet, and you don't care, and you move on from your life and you do something else, and you go and you just do your activities and you don't really care. Who is the person that is going to appear the most insecure? It's the person that is the angriest, the most passionate person about this subject, that is, oh, why do they care so much? I don't. I move on with my life. I'm like doing my own things. I didn't really notice that this person was talking. And you know, making a selection of the people that are in your life helps you being unbothered. So thank you for watching, my darlings. I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you a lot understand how to be an unbothered queen. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Her Style. Take care, and until next time, I'm giving you so much kisses. Mwah.